In Taney County, voters were asked to decide on a forever tax that will give public dollars to the Taney Hills Library. This was a very close decision. You can see it shows 100% of votes now in, with the votes sitting at 50-50, just a few more votes for yes, and it looks like that issue has been called. There was some concern surrounding surrounding this tax levy when it came to voters today. We've been following the tax issue for a few weeks now. Color 10's Carissa Codell is live tonight outside the library at the center of this issue.
Yeah, I spoke to the Taney County Library Director today asking what their plan was if it didn't pass. She said she didn't even want to think like that and stayed positive.
The library offers more than books.
Taney County voters deciding on adding 18 cents for every $100 to property taxes for residents in the Branson and Hollister school districts.
I don't own property, but if I did, I think I would still be okay with it.
The added revenue would fund the Taney Hills Library, making it a public library after being private for 90 years.
It's time where we have so much technology that we put into this building, and we can no longer afford to keep up with the costs, whether it be operational expense, technology.
The Taney County Library Director says the Taney Hills Library is more than just books.
That is a need that we fill in this community. So it's technology, educational programming. So think of it as really a multi-purpose center as well as a community center where people can come and gather.
School libraries don't always offer every resource that you need. So a public library for the community, you can go there also for after school hours and the weekends and get more education from what they offer.
Some voters say their main problem with this tax levy is that there's no sunset on it, meaning there's not a time limit for when this tax would end.
With my current knowledge of it, I think it seems like a decent compromise as a way to fund a public library.
There's a real need in this community for educational programs, and we're able to provide that and give them educational opportunities above and beyond what they might get for children in school.
And there is a watch party going on right now here at Taney Hills, and people are still filing out for that. And I did, now that the measure is kind of neck and neck, as Bailey and Steve said, I spoke to the Taney County Library Director. She said that if they do get this money, they're going to use it to expand, specifically on the technology side. Reporting live in Branson, I'm Carissa Codell, Color 10 News.